Here we are for race number 18 of the Truck Series season. We were supposed to be in Toronto for the street race, but we couldn't fit the amount of cup cars we have there. So we decided to hop over here to the name of this track, which is
Trois-Rivieres.
yeah, what that lady said. Thanks, Johnette. Um, so we're here for race 18. And yeah, still a street course, so that's good. Also, still in Canada. We wanted to give the Canadians a show, so sorry we couldn't go to Toronto. But yeah, second race of the playoffs for the Truck Series. Not sure what to expect or who's going to come out on top today. We already know that Johnny Silverhand in the 99, he's locked his way into the round of 8. So we don't have to worry about him playoff-wise. Did you see him go by right there? But who knows what will happen today. So let's go ahead and get you to the starting lineup. Alright, and on the pole today is going to be Pepsi Man in the 0-2 with Luke Skywalker to his left. Row 2 is Dio Brando and Toad. Row 3, Natsuki Muramoto and Gru. Row 4, Bowser Koopa and Skips. Row 5, Tracer and Greg Crude. Row 6, Tony Stark and Shaggy Rogers. Row 7, Freddy Fazbear and SpongeBob SquarePants. Row 8, Johnny Silverhand and Sayori Fujioka. Row 9, Tifa Lockhart and Leon Kennedy. Row 10 is Goku and Zelda Hyrule. Row 11, Draco Malfunction and Aerith Gainsborough. Row 12, Mr. Clean and Mike Wazowski. Row 13, Walter White and Curious George. Row 14, Wario and Eric Cartman. Row 15, Jetstream Sam and Harry Pooper. And then rounding out the field today is going to be Samus Aran and Barry B. Benson. We have a total of 25 laps today on this street circuit. Halfway bonus on lap 13. So, let's just get you right to the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And you hear the command to fire the engines up. The pace truck, which I think is a Ford by the looks of things, he'll pull out and start heading into the first corner there, as the field of 32 trucks will follow him through. As you see the 0-2 truck there, Pepsi Man. He's won on a road course before, winning at Watkins Glen. Now, did he dominate that race? No. But he still won. We'll see what he can do today, starting up front. Luke Skywalker in the 40 also finished pretty high in that race. Still not having the best season that he could ask for. Now, someone who is having an incredible season is that 23 truck in row 2 there, Dio Brando. He has just been so consistent all season long. Not currently the points leader, but he's only down by 3 points to last week's winner, Johnny Silverhand. So we'll see what happens. It looks like the texture quality of these vehicles has gone down. I'm not sure why. But I'll fix it next time, because I don't care. At least not that badly. Oh, where'd the vehicles go? Oh, there they are. You see them on the other side of that red trailer over there. Coming into the last couple turns. Here comes the pace truck to lead them through this Sharp hairpin. Whoa. Pace truck's in. We're going to go green this time. I can't see him. Heading into that right-hander there. Still not quite in view. Here they come. Coming back to the start-finish line. Green flag in the air. We are racing at
Trois-Rivieres.
lap 1 complete here at whatever
Trois-Rivieres.
lap 1 complete. Luke Skywalker out front for the moment. Theo Brando there in second. Pepsi Man in third. So we make our way onto this. I don't know what these tracks are. I'll have to. I don't know the corners on this track. I don't know. I've never seen this track before today. I'm being honest. Whoa, Zelda going a little wide there, almost running into the wall. But Luke Skywalker pulling out to an early lead here. Theo Brando there trying to keep pace. And then they're side by side for third between Toad and Pepsi Man. Pole sitter already dropping back. Problem being he didn't have the advantage in some of those corners. Oh, he's going to get a bump from Toad there. Shove him wide. Just a little bit. Still ahead of the 42 though. As they head into the hairpin. But Luke Skywalker pulling away. Let's go ahead and look through the rest of these guys here really quick. Not really sure why our quality of these vehicles died randomly. Let's hop on board that 32 truck for a little bit. Take you on a lap around this track. So we're riding with Mr. Clean. Here's the start-finish line. We're on lap 3 into turn number 1. Right behind Draco Malfunction, heading towards turn 2, which is this left-hander here. And we're going to make our way towards turn 3, another left. Up the hill into the sweeping turn 4. Long, long turn there. And then down this long back straightaway, kinda. Into turn 5. Another left. Heading over towards turn 6, which is a slight right-hander here. And then turn 7, a sharp left. Heading back over now towards turn 8, which is that hairpin. He makes a move on Draco there. And then heading towards turn 9. The right-hander. And then turn 10 will be the end of the lap here, back onto the front straightaway. So there's your full lap around this track. Now we can kind of understand it a little better, me included. As Luke Skywalker's pulling away a little bit. Dio keeping pace pretty well, but not within range to really do anything against that 40 truck. And then Toad leads the rest of the pack over Gru. Fairview Benson still at the back of the field with one of the playoff contenders, Samus Aran, just not having a good day, that 98 truck. See who else is back here. Walter White's back here. Not looking good for him. Mr. Clean. Oh, something happened to Natsuki. She was in the top 5, and now she's mid-pack and dropping still. That truck must have had a problem. Looks like she's got a little bit of right side damage. She's gonna head into the pit lane. The way she's keeping out of the way, unless she does that. What the hell? Pepsi Man going in too. That's our pole sitter. He must have had an incident of some sort. Is the caution out? No. Okay, well, I guess we'll see it eventually. Luke Skywalker still out front. Dio Brando caught up a little bit. Ooh, Pepsi Man's front nose is all destroyed. Both of them are gone. They retired their vehicles. Okay. Well, heading towards turn 7 here. No, not turn 7. That's turn 5. Alright. See Toad starting to reel him in a little bit. Gru's there in 4th. Then you have Skips in 5th. Tony Stark in 6th. 7th place is Bowser. 8th place Freddy Fazbear. Then Grug Crude in 9th. Shaggy Rogers 10th. Then last week's winner in the 99 there in 11th. Ooh, a little bit of contact. Grug's going to get turned to the inside wall ever so slightly there. Keeps her rolling and maintains the position. Heading into turn 9 here. Grug's one of those guys in the playoffs, so he'll need to maintain good positioning. He wants a chance at victory, obviously, or just making it to the next round should be his objective right now. Victory would help a lot with that, but well, while nothing's happening here, let's go take a look at what happened to the 10 and the 02. Watching here, they're side by side heading down towards, I think this is turn 5. They head in there, and it looks like Natsuki's going to run it wide, and Pepsi Man's still out there. Ow! Both of them nose deep into the tire barrier. Oh, and then Tracer's going to run into him. Jeez. Let's get another look here. On board with Pepsi Man. And just... oof. Damn. Alright. Back live. We see Dio Brando trying to make a move on this 40 truck. Not quite going to get there. Dio, if he wants that points lead back, he'll just need to finish about 4 spots ahead of the 99. So, at the moment, he's definitely got that in the bag pretty easily. Unless Johnny starts just climbing up the order. But for the moment, I think Dio Brando's going to get the points lead back after this race. Well, actually, sorry, I forget points. I messed up the point system. Oh, my bad. No, Dio just needs to finish 1 spot ahead of Johnny Silverhand to get the points lead back. Because I forget, there's a 5-point gap between the top 5, and then it's a 4-point gap between the top, from 6th down to 10th. And then from 11th on back, it's all 3-point gaps. So it just depends on where he is. He's got 3 points to gain on the 99, and right now he's looking pretty set. Where is that 99 truck? There he is. Still in 11th for the moment. So if they finish where they are, Johnny would get 130 points, and I think Dio would get 170. So that'll give him like a 37-point advantage after this race. But fairly single file throughout the field here. Only that one incident, and they kept it moving. On lap 7 out of 25. Lap 8 now. Back into turn 1 for the 40. Keeping it calm, keeping it easy. Yeah, single file throughout the whole field. What to talk about while they do this? I don't know. There's gotta be something happening here. Look, Samus right on the back of the 19 truck. This is crazy. Oh, never mind. Well, so far, from what I can see, I don't know if we'll ever come back here. It's not exciting. The cup race tomorrow is either going to be insane or bland. And to be honest, the truck series has been pretty tame this season. Not a lot of injuries. No deaths, which is good. And, I mean, just not as many wrecks. Yes, these are slower cars. But, I don't know. Maybe I just expected a lot from them, seeing as just how crazy the Cup Series is. But for the moment, this is pretty tame. The question is, do I really want to come here tomorrow? Yeah, I have to. We signed a contract. Luckily, it was only for a year. Here comes Luke Skywalker. Driving. Making a turn. Blocking the 23. Because Dio Brando, I mean, he's keeping up with that 40. Hanging right there with him. Just waiting to try and make a move at some point. Into that hairpin. Luke took it really shallow while Dio ran a little wide. I don't see a clear advantage to either of those. It seems like Luke might have pulled away a little bit. Ow! I slipped. Look through the order again. We got a side-by-side battle here between the 15 and the 25. Walter White moving forward on Curious George. He needs as many points as he can get. Let's see Samus Aran climbing up the order a little bit as well. Now, Curious George runs a little wide on the other side of the curbs as Harry Pooper's going to get by. The Dio lost a ton of ground now. That 40 has led every lap so far. Bumper to the back of the 51. We got a battle here between the 15 and the 51. Wow. Cool camera. Here comes Samus. Samus looking for more points, so she goes to the outside of the 15. That's not going to work. It looks like she might lose a spot to the 19 by doing that, but we'll see. Jetstream Sam going to fall back in line behind her. We are currently watching the battle for 25th. That's just how boring this is. God, will you guys do something? Can one of you guys just, like, I don't know, lose brakes and fucking kill someone? You know, we're on lap 11. Goku right on the back of Tifa Lockhart there. Just not a lot happening, man. Tony Stark. Yup. Up front, Luke Skywalker. Let's just run through your field really quick since there's no changes. Luke Skywalker is your leader. Second place, Dio Brando. Toad's in third. Gru in fourth. Skips in fifth. Bowser in sixth. Seventh place, Tony Stark. Eighth place, Freddy Fazbear. Ninth place, Grug Crude. Shaggy Rogers in 10th. Johnny Silverhand 11th. 12th place is Sayori Fujioka. 13th, Tracer. 14th, SpongeBob. 15th, Tifa Lockhart. 16th is Goku. 17th, Leon Kennedy. 18th, Aerith Gainsborough. 19th, Mike Wazowski. 20th is Wario. 21st, Zelda Hyrule. 22nd, Draco Malfunction. 23rd, Mr. Clean. 24th, Walter White. 25th, Harry Pooper. 26th, Curious George. 27th, Samus Aran. 28th, Jetstream Sam. 29th, Eric Cartman. And then 30th is Barry B. Benson. 31st is going to be the O2 of Pepsi Man. And then Natsuki Muramoto is in 32nd. Both those trucks are off the track. And I expect there to be a total of maybe one change in the next 5 laps. Here's one. Gru making a move on... Or, sorry, I think Skips was making a move on Gru. And then Gru's going to get the spot back. So no change. Back into the hairpin. Just sit here a sec. Watch everyone go by. I mean, this is one of the best passing zones. And what do you see? No one trying to pass. We're on to lap 13 now. Eventually. There it is. There they all go. Caution is on the speedway. Thank God. What happened? I don't know. Oh, we got a couple trucks, or Tony Stark at least is in the pit lane. But we did cross the line, so we are racing back to the line. So this is for the halfway bonus. Can Luke Skywalker hold him off until then? Here comes Dio. Getting close to that 40. Will he do anything? All over the back bumper, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything at all. Because Dio's a pussy. Into turn 9 and 10. Luke Skywalker will lead him back to the line here and get that 5 extra bonus points. Pace truck on track. And let's go see what happened to Tony Stark. Taking a look at the 12 here. Heading down the front straightaway. Oh, he blows an engine and then just stops. Wow. Well, we're back here at
Trois-Rivieres.
and we're not gonna double up for some reason. But the field's bunch backed up. We're gonna go green with 10 laps remaining. It's gonna be a long 10 laps, but we'll see what happens. So Luke Skywalker gonna lead him back. And green flag back in the air. Heading into turn 1 once again as the field flying by. We'll see what happens. Luke Skywalker going to try and pull away again, get that advantage that he had before. Dio Brando there in second. Not going to let him get away. As Toad in third, he's going to try a lot better. Ooh, we got one truck in the wall. I think that was the 97 of Bowser. Everyone seems to be still going. The single file train already looks to be coming back as they head into the left-hander at turn 5. Dio swings a little wide there. Oh, and looks like Gru muscled the 42 out of the way to get that third spot. Now, Toad is not in the playoffs, but Gru is, and he needs as many points as he can get. Here comes Dio. Into the hairpin. And once again, Dio does not look to make a move on the 40. Back into turn 9 and 10. We're going to see 9 laps to go. Pretty single file. A little bit of a battle there between Wario and Mike Wazowski. Yeah. Just great stuff. I don't know. There's just no action. Like Luke Skywalker. After getting by Pepsi Man at the beginning, he's been leading every single lap. This isn't exciting. What's the fun in that? Where's the battles? Well, one thing's for sure, Gru seems to have did something under the caution and found a way to keep up with the top 2. Skips up to 3rd. Grug Crude making his way up to 5th. Johnny Silverhand there as well, the 99. Trying to hold on to that points lead. Damn pace truck. Mr. Clean trying to move the 51 out of the way. Up front though is the 40. Looking to already start pulling away from the 23 and the 18 though. Luke Skywalker is really just in a league of his own today. We'll see if Dio can run him down like he did before. But for the moment, looks like Luke Skywalker is gonna cruise on away. Ooh, wrong way. On board with Gru here. Slipped up in the middle of that corner as he was on the back of that 23. Lost a bit of ground. Is there any battles anywhere? Whoa, there's one. Mr. Clean moving one of his playoff competitors out of the way, Walter White. And Samus is here too. She's trying to get by the 25. Into the right-hander. I'm gonna fall asleep. How would you feel if Silent Ray's commentator falls asleep? Draco malfunction, Mike Wazowski. It's been a long day, to be fair. We are racing totally at night. As you can see, it's dark out. Yeah, Luke Skywalker's still gone. Dio still only has one win this season, I think. That was back at Martinsville. Coming up on 6 laps to go. Oh, one truck around. Jetstream Sam in the 19. Gets it back moving. No caution. Let's go see what happened to him. Watching here, I don't know what happened. A lot of guys went wide. The 15 goes wide. The 66 goes wide. The 45 goes a little wide. And then the 19 takes the corner normally and just clears himself across the 66 and the 15, turning him into the wall there. And then he twerks. But yeah, not sure what Jetstream Sam was doing there, but we'll just take you back to live. So yeah, just not what he wanted, but no, I don't care. It was exciting. Something happened. Here's Luke Skywalker. Still just dominating the race. Dio Brando in second. Gru's in third. Fourth place is Skips. Toad's in fifth. Then you have Johnny Silverhand in sixth. Grug Crude in seventh. Eighth place is Bowser Koopa. Freddy Fazbear's in ninth. Tracer in 10th. Shaggy Rogers in 11th. 12th place Sayori Fujioka. 13th is SpongeBob. 14th Tifa Lockhart. 15th Aaron Gainsborough. I did that wrong. 15th Eric Gainsborough. 16th is Goku. 17th Leon Kennedy. 18th Zelda Hyrule. 19th is Wario. 20th Mike Wazowski. 21st Mr. Clean. 22nd Walter White. 23rd Samus Aran. 24th Draco Malfunction. 25th Barry B. Benson. 26th Eric Cartman. 27th Harry Pooper. 28th Curious George, and then Jetstream Sam in 29th. 30th is Tony Stark. 31st, Pepsi Man. 32nd, Natsuki. We have 5 laps to go. And that 23, Dio Brando, starting to close back in again to the 40. But will he be able to get by? We've seen this 23 truck several times today catch up to the 40, look to make the pass, and not be able to pull it off. So, will he be able to get by the 40 this time? Into the hairpin. Dio really gaining now. It was 2.74 seconds last time by. This time, we'll see what it is, but it's definitely not 2 seconds. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Wow. No, it's down to about 0.8. So under a second now is the distance between Luke Skywalker and Dio Brando. So can the 23 run down the 40 and get by? We only have 4 laps left. But Luke Skywalker has led every single lap. The only thing he didn't lead was lap 0 when he crossed the line next to Pepsi Man. And that was the green flag, so. Big charge from Dio there into turn 5, heading towards turn 6. This is looking off the back of Luke. Here comes Dio. Much faster into those braking zones. Little loose there for the 23 because he's really charging. Gru's also caught up. Oh no! Luke Skywalker into the wall! Are you kidding me? No caution. Dio Brando out front. What? Luke started getting into his own head. Got intimidated by the 23 and just ran wide. That's awful. So back up front with just 3 laps to go. It is the 23 truck. Dio Brando. Gru's there in second. We'll see what he can do. Is that 18 truck able to get by? He has not won. Well, maybe he has. I don't remember. I think he came close. Gru has, but I don't think he's pulled it off yet. Yeah, Gru's come close to winning several times, but has not yet pulled it off. So will today be the day, or will Dio Brando get his second of the season? The 18's got a good amount of ground to cover, but if he wants to have a shot. I don't know why that wasn't a caution, but yeah, the race will end sooner. Into turn 9. Now on board with Dio Brando. 2 laps remaining. Hear it. Yeah. That track. Now, Gru, he caught up to the 23. But I don't know. I wonder if that was just because the 23 was getting slowed up a little by the 40. But we'll see if Gru can catch up now. Skip's back there lurking too if these two do get together. But it's looking very unlikely that'll happen. Into turn 5 once again. A little wide for the 23. Not too big of a deal. Into turn 6. Into followed by 7. With a little bit of a slide there. He's going to run off a little bit onto the rumble strips. Into turn 8. That heavy braking hairpin. Little wide. Don't do it. Luke did. Oh, Gru. He's trying. He's really putting a lot into that truck. God. to try and run down that 23, but it's not looking likely. On to turn number 10, white flag, 1 lap to go. Will anybody have a shot at the 23? Specifically, will Gru have a shot at the 23? Because I don't think anyone else is going to catch up. Heading down towards turn 3. Into 4. Dio Brando, having one of the best seasons of his career. In his first season. Only... Whoa, 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 whoa! Big send from the 18 truck! What was that? Gru is here! Now can he get by? That was an amazing send from the 18. All over the back bumper. What will Gru do? Just a couple turns left into the hairpin. Oh, Dio scrapes the wall a little bit. Gru's gonna get to the... Oh, never mind. Gru backed off into turn 9 and 10. Onto the front straightaway. A very last-ditch effort from the 18 truck, but it's not going to be enough. Dio Brando wins at... Oh, there's the pass. Took you long enough. God damn. But, yeah, Dio Brando wins at...
Trois-Rivieres.
And, Gru's going to finish in second. Third place is going to go to Skips in the 30. Toad's going to finish fourth. Johnny Silverhand fifth. Grug Crude in 6th. 7th place is Shaggy Rogers. 8th place Tracer. 9th place Freddy Fazbear. And Sayori's going to round out your top 10. What a boring race. One of the most boring races I've commentated on. Almost fell asleep midway through. I'm not joking. Gru tried to make it exciting at the end, but no, he didn't. He failed. Failed. Miserably. But, yeah, so as Dio makes his number 23 truck come down pit road, he's definitely the favorite to win the championship. And seeing as how his truck is sponsored by Champion, guess we'll have to see what happens. We'll go ahead and add the points up and be right back. Alright, and the playoff standings after race 18. Johnny Silverhand and Dio Brando are still at the top just because they have a win now. So the top, they're going to be first and second. One win advanced into the next round. Then you have Gru in third, 121 points above. Greg Crudes in fourth. Shaggy Rogers in fifth. Freddy Fazbear in sixth. Samus Aran seventh. And then only 1 point above the cut line is SpongeBob SquarePants. 1 point below is Walter White. And then Mr. Clean is in 10th, 21 points down. So, Mr. Clean in a little bit of a hole. But it's really tight along that line with just one race remaining. Who will be the 2 out? Who will be the 2 in, or the 8 in? Well, we already know 2 of them. Johnny Silverhand and Dio Brando. Who will be the other 6? We'll be back here, sadly, tomorrow. And go ahead and show you the rest of the Truck Series points. And here's a quick look at the actual points. Dio has retaken the points lead by 17 points. And just a quick scroll down the order. Just big gap between the top 2 and third. And we just looked at everyone else. I added the substitute drivers to like the main list here. I did the same for the Cup Series, but we'll look at that tomorrow. And yeah, this is not a lot of changes, but here's our playoff standings with only one race remaining. And yeah, so we'll be back next week. Yeah! What a boring race.